Assalamu alaikum dear students or you all. I hope you all will be fine. This is your maths teacher Ambish. This video lesson is for grade 8 from chapter number 6 Factorization, and today we are going to solve our exercise 6.4. Before starting our exercise, I will tell you about the formula which we are going to use in this exercise. These are the factorization with the type a square plus minus 2ab plus b square. Actually, these are two formulas. One is with the plus and one is with the minus sign. And consider the following examples. Factorize 9a square plus 30ab plus 25b square. So if we are observing this type, then we have to find out a perfect square in the first and the last term. So the first term 9a square, it is a perfect square of 3a, and the last term is 25b square, which is a perfect square of 5b, and in the between you have 2ab. If it is a plus sign, then it is a plus formula, and if it is a minus sign with a 2ab, then it is a minus formula. So we are observing that in this example we have a plus sign with the 2ab. So we are going to split as a form of 2ab. 2 in the place of a write 3a, and in the place of b write 5b. And when you are multiplying 2 3 the 6 and 6 5s are 30 ab, you will have the same value. And after this expansion, you are going to close this formula, which is a plus b whole square. So we will write 3a plus 5b inside the bracket and put a square. So this is the final factorization of the given expression. Now we are moving to our example number 2. Factorize 16x square minus 64x plus 64. And we are observing that all the coefficients of the three terms are even. So we can take a number common from them. We are observing that 16 is a multiplying factor of all the three terms. So we can take 16 as common. And after taking, we have x square minus 4x plus 4 inside the bracket. And after that, we are observing that x square, it is a perfect square of x, and 4 is a perfect square of 2, and in between we have a minus sign. So it means it is a minus formula. We will write minus 2. In the place of a, write the value which is x, and in the place of b, write the value which is 2. And after multiplying, we will get the same value, means 2 2s are 4x. And now we are going to close this formula in the form of a minus b whole square, because we have minus sign with the 2ab, so it is a minus formula. So in the place of a, write x, in the place of b, write 2. X minus 2 square, and final factorization is 16 into x minus 2 whole square. Okay, now we are moving to our example number 3. 8x cube y plus 8x square y square plus 2xy cube. And we are observing that all the coefficients are even. We can take 2 as a common, because 2 is a multiplying factor, and as well as we can take x and y also as a common. So after taking 2xy as a common, I have inside the bracket 4x square plus 4xy plus y square. And the first term 4x square, it is a perfect square of 2x, and y square, it is a perfect square of y, and in between we have a plus sign, so it is a plus formula. Write plus 2 and a b. In the place of a, write 2x, and in the place of b, write y. And after closing this formula, I have 2xy into 2x plus y whole square. Okay, now we are moving to our exercise 6.4. The first question is x square plus 14x plus 49. First of all, we will see is anything common. in all the three terms. So we are observing that there is nothing common, and after that we will observe that the last and the first and last two terms are the perfect square of which number. So x square, it is a perfect square of x, 49 is a perfect square of 7, and in between we will write 2ab plus 2ab, because with the middle term we have a plus sign. So it is a formula a square plus 2ab plus b square. So when we are going to close, it is a perfect square of a plus b, and after closing this we have x plus 7 whole square. Okay, now we are moving to the question number 2. 9a square plus 12ab plus 4b square. First of all, see is anything common, and we are observing that there is nothing common. And after that, see that 9a square, it is a perfect square of 3a. So write as a form of square, and 4b square, it is a perfect square of 2b. So write them as a form of square, and after that look that in between you have a plus sign, it is a plus formula. So write plus 2a and b. In the place of a write 3a, and in the place of b write 2b, and after that close the formula as a form of a plus b whole square, as it is written over there. And it is compulsory to mention that how you are going to close the formula. So when you have a plus formula, write a plus formula over here, and when you have a minus, then write a minus formula. So after closing final factorization, I have 3a plus 2b whole square. Okay, after that we are moving to our question number 11, that 2b minus 64a plus 512, and we are observing that 2 is the common factor from all the three terms. So I am taking 2 as a common, and after that I have a square minus 32a plus 256. A square, it is a perfect square of a. 256 is a perfect square of 16, and in between write 2ab, as we are observing that it is a minus sign. So it is a minus formula. Write minus 2a and b. In the place of a write a, in the place of b write 16, and close the formula according to the given formula which is written over here. So 2, which is the common factor, and into a minus 16 whole square. This is the final factorization. And after that, number 12, 1 minus 6a square b square c plus 9a4 b4 c square. And we are observing that there is nothing common in all the three terms. And after that we are observing that 1, it is a perfect square of 1, and 9, it is a perfect square of 3, and a4, it is a perfect square of a square. b4, for this I will write b square, and for the c square write c. So take a whole square over here, and then in between you have minus. So minus 2 and 1 and 3a square b square c, and when you are going to close the formula, it will be a perfect square of 1 minus 3a square b square and c whole square. Okay, after that we are moving to our question number 15. It is in the form of fractions. 49 upon 64 x square minus 2xy plus 64 upon 49 y square. So we are observing that 49 is a perfect square of 7, 64 is a perfect square of 8. So 7 upon 8 x as a whole square, and similarly for the last term, that is 8 upon 7 into y whole square, and in between you have minus sign. So write minus 2. In the place of a write 7 upon 8x, in the place of b 8 upon 7 y. And when we are going to multiply these terms, 7 will be cancelled with the 7, 8 will be cancelled with the 8, and finally you have minus 2xy, which is the middle term. And after that we are going to close it by using this minus formula, and finally I have the factorization as 7 upon 8x minus 8 upon 7y whole square. Okay, similarly for this question, a square over b square x square minus 2ac divided by bd xy plus c square over d square y square. And we are observing that a square over b square, it is a perfect square of a upon b with the x, and c square over d square is a perfect square of c over d with the y, and in between you have minus 2 a and b. In the place of a, write a upon b x. In the place of b, write c upon dy. And after uh, closing or after applying this formula, we can close it as a form of a upon bx minus c upon dy whole square. And this was the final question of our exercise, and I hope you will understand it very nicely. Thank you.